Hello everyone, Vicerang here with... Well, let's see. So the bishop is good. Yeah, with some demon bluff anyway. So this architect is accusing 6 of being evil. So it's either 6 is the puka, or it's 1 is the puka and 2 is corrupted. Okay? Oh, this bishop is lying because there are no outcasts. Okay, so that means 6 has to be the puka and is corrupting 5. The architect's telling the truth and the hunter is lying. Alright. Okay. We have 2 bishops and we have 2 oracles. Okay. So we could, we have a shaman pair, we could also have a doppelganger pair. Well, this bishop is telling the truth because 3 is definitely not a villager. Let's see if this judge is truthful. Okay, the judge is truthful. So it could be that 7's a doppelganger. Actually, no, if 7's a doppelganger, then it's actually impossible for 7 to be telling the truth, since nobody else is an outcast. So 7 is not a doppelganger. I guess 7 and 8 could just be a shaman pair. But yeah, anyway, 7 is not an outcast. 1 is not an outcast. So that must mean 3 is a real outcast. Okay. So 2, 4, and 8 are all villagers. Okay, I believe the dreamer is corrupted, and here's why. 4 is saying, I mean the dreamer's the puka. Anyway, 4 is good, but 2 and 3 are also good, and the oracle is accusing one of them of being evil. Same thing with 6. 6 is accusing 3 and 4, but they're both good. So 6 and 4 are both wrong, but they must be the shaman pair, so they're both good. Okay. This medium is telling the truth. Could be a puppet. Actually, no, there's no puppet. Okay. So anybody who's telling the truth is good. Alright, poet is telling the truth. 4 is the minion, and 2 is the villager. Okay, 6 is definitely not evil. Oh, now that I know there's no plague doctor, I can kill the knight. Yeah, and the puppeteer is in between the... You know, in between 2 people that can't be turned into a puppet. Another Lilith round, or another Puka round. Another solo Puka round. Okay. Yeah, when it's a Puka and a Plague Doctor, it's very funny how easy the Plague Doctor makes the round. Okay. 4 is accusing 6. Is 6 truthful? No. Okay. Anytime a medium claims that they are a real medium, I'm pretty sure they're lying. Wow, another solo Puka round. The Puka, a demon will never disguise an outcast, so that bombardier has to be real. Okay. The confessor is either corrupted or evil. 1 cannot be the Puka. So that means 3 is definitely lying, so I can just test 3 on herself. 3 claims not to be evil. If she was corrupted, she would claim that she is evil. Okay. Oh, no puppet again. So the puppeteer is surrounded. Very easy round. Is 2 a chancellor? Well, probably not. Oh, Yeah, 9's the evil, and 2 is good and truthful. Oh, we have 3 outcasts. So the Plague Doctor must be real. Yeah, there's no doppelganger, obviously. So there is a drunk, there is a wretch, and there is a Plague Doctor. So obviously the wretch is real, but so is the Plague Doctor, and then there's a drunk somewhere. Well, no corrupted characters. That's obviously Cap. All right, 6 is evil. 8 is evil. 6 is corrupted. Is what I meant. This knitter is lying, and is probably not corrupted, since 6 is corrupted. It's possible that 5 is the puka and corrupted 6, and then the Plague Doctor corrupted 7. But if that's the case, then I don't know. Sucks to suck. Okay, so 6 is corrupted, 5 is the poop. Wait, what the heck? Oh my goodness, I forgot about the trunk. Oh man. Alright, well. We'll just start the streak over. Alright, Bishop's telling the truth. 3 is definitely good. Let's just test the Plague Doctor. Okay, Plague Doctor's telling the truth. Oh, wow, 2 fake Plague Doctors. Alright, 3 corrupted. No. Okay. 2 pairs of evil then means I can kill that person. We have 2 outcasts. We have 3 potential outcasts, because we could have a doppelganger, we could have a drunk, and this Plague Doctor may or may not be real. Let's kill this knight and see what happens. Okay. Alright, good job, Plague Doctor. Well, I found both of the outcasts. Alright, what does this druid think? Druid is a liar. Okay, Puka is 3 away from closest evil, so according to the scout, 9 is the Puka, since clearly 6 is not. Okay. The hunter is accusing 5 or 9. Oh, we know that 9 is lying, since 6 is not a real knight. Oh, left side cannot be more evil. Okay. We have a lot of people that we know for sure are lying. Wait, so 8 is definitely lying. 2 is definitely lying. Yeah, so the puka accounts for 3 people in a row. So it's either 1, 9, and 8 are lying because of the puka, or it's 9, 1, and 2. Either way, the Plague Doctor's lying must be accounted for within these 4 people, which means it's impossible for 5 to be lying, which means 3 away from the twin minion. Okay, cool. We have 2 outcasts. There's a decent chance of a... There's a chance of a doppelganger, there's a chance of a drunk, and we got 2 pairs. Yeah, we got 2 mediums, and we got 2 jesters, and no other duplicates. You know, I'm just gonna assume that this Plague Doctor is good. 9 is evil, 4 is corrupted. Alright, good job. Okay, so the mediums must be, yeah, one of the mediums must be an outcast. So they're either a doppelganger pair or a drunk plus an evil. Okay. Uh. Oh yeah, 4 is corrupted. All right, so yeah, and this plague doctor is telling the truth. I have 3 people that I can easily use to test the jesters. All right. Um. Yeah, so there's no doppelganger pair among the jesters. 7 is one of the outcasts, and 8 or 10 is the other outcast. So they're both accounted for, and 6 cannot be a doppelganger with 2 corrupted. So let's kill 2. Um, Puka is 2 cards away from closest evil. For that to be the case, it has to be this confessor. Since yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so it would be like this. It's either the plague doctor or the confessor, but they're both definitely not the Puka. Oh yeah, so these people are lying. This person's lying. What I think is happening is that 8 is the drunk. Well, obviously 8 and 10 are both lying, so one is the drunk and the other one's either evil or corrupted. Cured 0. Yep. This alchemist would have cured the knight if the knight was corrupted. Unless the knight was the drunk. Okay. Didn't happen, yay. Alright, is that a real Lilith? Yes. Or a real dreamer, I guess? Okay, so oh, we have 3 outcasts. Okay. Let's look at all the possible people who could be evil. Okay. I guess technically the Plague Doctor can be evil. So what then? If the Plague Doctor is evil, then this Enlightened would have to be corrupted somehow, and this Enlightened would also have to be corrupted somehow. Yeah, that's not possible. Alright, so this Plague Doctor can't be evil. Actually, you know what? Let's ask the Plague Doctor if 6 is corrupted. Okay. 6 was corrupted and 1 was evil. Because we knew that 6 was probably... Oh, we knew that 6 was definitely lying. Plague Doctor is great when you can identify them. Okay. 2 outcasts, and they're definitely a Plague Doctor and a drunk. So this Plague Doctor must be real. Let's just point at somebody. 8 is not corrupted. Alright, cool. Alright, well, what does this Dreamer think? Dreamer is telling the truth. It is actually possible that 4 cured 2 corruptions. Well, let's kill this knight and see what happens. Alright, fine. Okay. Oh. The drunk will never duplicate someone who's in play, so the other knight's also fake. And then, it is impossible for 4 to be a Chancellor, because I guess 3 and 9 are the only spots that are next to an outcast. And 3 is good, so 9 is not. Okay, we got a good confessor. That's cool. 9 is supposedly a slayer. That's cool. Knowing... Yeah, it's good to know what the person who is... It's good to know the claim of the person who's hidden by the witch. And the fact that, that I'm not missing out on any information is also nice, I guess. I could test the Plague Doctor by just clicking on the Confessor. Hmm. Okay. Alright, so supposedly 9 is a real Slayer. Um, and then 7 is good. Okay. Let's just test the Plague Doctor. Alright, Plague Doctor's good. Alright, what about the Fortune Teller? Fortune Teller's good. Oh, I don't believe this Alchemist. Okay, fine. Um, yeah, so the Bard was telling the truth. Um, yeah, 8 is a real Bard, since 8 cannot be a doppelganger if there's no other Bard. Yeah, so it's just these 3 people who are all claiming each other to be good. Hmm. Well, this hunter's definitely lying, and if uh, if the hunter was corrupted, he would have been cured by the alchemist. All right, goodbye, hunter. Okay. Um, yeah, I'll just kill 6 and see what happens. There was a little bit of risk that it would cause that like 6 was corrupted. But if 6 was corrupted, then 8 would be lying. And 8 being a puppet should mean that 8 would not lie. Okay, closest evil's clockwise. That is almost certainly true. Okay, let's see what this judge thinks. Alright, judge is truthful. Oh, evils are definitely adjacent. 2 cards away from closest evil. Okay, this hunter must be good. Alright, so this enlightened is good. And... oh, I guess 8's the poisoner and got blocked. Nice. We do have 2 outcasts. This bishop is telling the truth. 4 is evil. Or yeah, 4 is the minion. And then I guess 3 and 7 are a combination of outcast and villager. So that must mean the architect is the drunk. Alright. Alright, we have no corrupted characters since there's no Plague Doctor. So goodbye Bard, goodbye other Bard. Alright, that was easy. Okay, we have a doppelganger pair. And we have 3 knitters. So we have one person. We have one, okay, I don't believe this druid. Oh, druid's telling the truth. Uh-oh. Oh. So 2 and 6 are the doppelganger pair. It just didn't even occur to me that, that the 3 knitters could not be the doppelganger pair. Okay, well, the only way all those knitters could be lying is if there are 2 pairs of evil. But if they're all lying, then I guess it could be like, well, it's like, okay, if they're all evil, then there's 1 pair of evil. If like 7 is the puka and 3 and 9 are evil, well then the non-adjacent ones are telling the truth. Okay, I feel like it's not possible for 8 and 3 to be lying. Or for the... Wait a second. I'm getting confused. Okay, so 2 and 6 are the doppelganger pair. 3, 8, and 9 can only have one person who is good. So at most, one person is telling the truth. So the two knitters that are saying evils are not adjacent are both lying. And they can't be corrupted. Well, okay, if one of them was corrupted and the other one was evil, if it was like one is corrupted and then both of these are evil or something like that, then there would have to be two pairs of evil, which I'm pretty sure is impossible. Alright. Okay then. Oh, this poet is telling the truth. 1, 6, and 8 are, there's one evil. Okay. Okay, and then 6 could be corrupted. Yeah, if 6 was corrupted, then 7 or 5 would be the puka. And then if 6 is not corrupted, then 9 is the puka. But then that's impossible because 1 should be corrupted if that's the case. So 6 is corrupted. Oh yeah, the knitter is telling the truth, which means it's not 5, it has to be 7. Yeah. I was just trying to find the scout who was saying the minion was 1 away from closest evil, and I was just trying to make sure that I remembered their statement correctly, or that I saw their statement correctly, I guess. That's why it took me a moment. And now what? Well, 1, 3, and 4 are clearly not outcasts, so let's see if this bishop is corrupted. Alright, 6 is evil, 4 is corrupted, and it was possible that the Plague Doctor was lying, in which case, I don't know. So 2, 3, and 5 contain 1 evil. Okay. So we have a doppelganger somewhere. We've got 2 slayers and 2 dreamers. Alright. I don't know, let's just kill this confessor. Oh wow, that's very lucky. Okay, so 4 is not a real dreamer. But is 4... Hold on a second. Yeah, that's a dizzy confessor. Right, so it's 4 a doppelganger. Druid doesn't seem to think so. Alright, let's kill 4. Oh. Alright, Dreamer's telling the truth. Other Dreamer... Right, so this Druid's lying. If 2 is the minion, then the Slayer can kill her. That's unfortunate. Oh, so the Doppelganger is a Dreamer. The Doppelganger is not a Slayer. So one of these Slayers is evil. Okay. Yeah, 7 is corrupted or evil. 9 is, of course, going to be corrupted or evil. Closest to evil is counterclockwise. That... I guess this just means the Enlightened and the Lover are accusing each other. Alright, Doppelganger, tell me that this Slayer could be the puka. Now, who do I think is least... I don't know. Let's just click somebody. 2 could be poisoner. All right. Yeah, I think once I messed up and killed the doppelganger, it was unsolvable. Well, I don't know. Maybe. So one of the slayers is fake. Yeah, so, like, these two are accusing each other, and one of these is fake. Oh, okay. That means that 2 is... Yeah, there's no more... Yeah, 2 cannot be evil. 2 just has to be corrupted, which means I killed 3. And then I can ask the doppelganger what 5 could be, or what 6 could be. And that would... Yeah, and that would have a very high chance of me being able to survive the 5 and 6 50-50. Ugh, alright, whoops. Okay, but before I killed the doppelganger, what should I have done? Well, I got very lucky. I think when I got very lucky and just killed the puka, I feel like it should have been like a fairly low risk solve at that point. I think I should have had... I definitely needed to have... Right, I could have just had the dreamer test himself on the puka. Yeah, like, I can test both of these and find out that they're both telling the truth. And then I can figure out whether this druid is truthful or not. Find out that she's not truthful. Then I know one of the slayers is corrupted. Or, sorry, one of the slayers is evil. Yeah, whoops. Alright, well, we definitely have a doppelganger. The only pair we have is 2 hunters. I'm just gonna believe them both. Alright, cool. Good job, hunters. Let's kill the confessor. Nice. Like, it was possible that one of the hunters was corrupted by the... one of the hunters was corrupted by the poisoner. Anyway, this Plague Doctor's real. Good job, Plague Doctor. Okay, Okay, 4 is definitely corrupted because 1 definitely turned somebody into a baker, so obviously she turned 4 into a baker, but then 4 didn't turn anybody else into a baker, which definitely she could have done. So, yeah, 4 must be corrupted, and not the drunk. 4 is just regular corrupted. Okay, so I guess we found the Plague Doctor corruption. Alright, so Scout is accusing these people. But if 5 is evil, then 5's statement would be true. So 5 must be good. So 3 is just accusing 2 of being a minion. Okay. Well, the druid's lying, so sure. No corrupted characters, that might be true. Let's kill this knight and see what happens. Alright. The thing is, I knew that that I could kill the bard if the knight turned out to be the drunk. Anyway, lucky for me, I guess, that the evil that I killed was a Lilith. If this was not the Lilith, then I would run out of health if I had 2 night times. Okay, anyway, we only had the one outcast, so let's see if the druid can see it. Alright, one away from corrupted character. Nope. And then... Okay, left side is more evil. If that's true, then we kill 5. Nice. Okay. Hunter is lying. Other hunter is also lying. 5 might be telling the truth. I guess we don't know. Well, okay, I guess now we know that 5 is not telling the truth, since both oracles are claiming 3 is a minion. Alright. Okay. No corrupted characters, that's true, since the only corruption is the drunk, but there's no drunk. Cabbage? Yeah, alright. Witch is 3 away from closest evil. Well, if that's true, then 8 is the witch. Okay, if 5's telling the truth, then 8 is evil. And then 4 would have to be evil, which is consistent. What if 5 is evil? Then 4 or 8 is evil and the other one's good, which I think is not consistent. Alright, let's just kill 8. And 4. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Better luck next time, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.